Hi there, I'm Katy Rose, and welcome to the Rooted Reinvention, a podcast exploring the real-world journey of reinventing who we are without burning out or burning our whole life down. I teach people how to make lasting change by melding my Masters in Neuroscience and my Cognitive Therapy qualification with common self-help tools, spiritual concepts, and my personal experience. Because being yourself doesn't need to feel so damn hard. To get more information on podcast episodes, please visit rootedreinvention.com/podcast. Today, I want to talk a little bit about kind of how our perception of predicting time impacts what we do and how we feel about it. So, for example, I often put off doing the washing up because in my head I can't be bothered, I'm too tired, it's too much effort, I don't have enough sort of time, whatever reasons come to mind really at the time, I can usually think of something, and because that is a chore I particularly dislike, I don't fight that or question it particularly often. So if I tell myself, oh, I haven't got the time, I haven't got the energy, like, it's not worth it, I'm not going to get enough done for it to be worth the effort, then I just won't do it. I won't question that, I won't challenge that thought, I will just be like, okay, yeah, fair. However, in the last week or so, I have been particularly timing how long things take. And to do an entire load of washing up all the cutlery and a couple of pans and the 2 plates from last night or whatever takes me 3.5 minutes. And when I realised that, I kind of felt like, probably can't really use half those excuses anymore for not doing it. And I think it's that sense of, even if I tell myself, we'll just wash up 2 forks, and then that's the forks for tomorrow done, or whatever, that's all the forks done, if I've been on top of it daily. Like, just wash up 2 forks, there's no downside to washing up 2 forks now, rather than leaving all of it for later. And that's how I have been doing the washing up, but I still sometimes tell myself, oh no, you haven't got time, oh no, you need to go, or oh, it's not going to make a difference. And therefore I'm quite good at not doing the washing up, and then feeling quite overwhelmed as it piles up. If I leave it a day, it's got 2.5 days of stuff on it, it feels like a bigger task in my head. And therefore I feel more resistance to starting it, because it feels like a bigger, more annoying thing. The other thing that I did last week was I thought, I just need to clean like this surface because it's just stressing me how dirty it's got. I mean, I clean the kitchen surfaces every day to some level, but I think there were just a few marks that didn't come off with a basic wipe, and they were bothering me. And I kind of just thought, well, I'll take 5 to 10 minutes and I'll just give the worktops a good scrub. And I got into it and I cleaned pretty much the whole kitchen, including the sink and the work surfaces and the edge of the cooker and the splashback board behind the hob. And it took me less than 20 minutes. And if I told myself that I could spend 20 minutes a week giving the kitchen a good scrub, or even 20 minutes every 3 days, I don't think I could talk myself out of doing it. Because actually, 20 minutes twice a week is not a lot of time to end up having a sparkling clean kitchen. Hello, Smoke. So because we have cats, I tend to give the surfaces a wipe every day anyway, but kind of doing, like, particularly like the splashboard behind the hob is not something I do every day. Perhaps I should, perhaps that would make it easier, but I'll be honest, I don't clean the tiles and the thing behind it every single day. But for me, it was just that realization that if washing up takes 3 minutes and doing a fairly thorough clean of the kitchen surfaces takes 20 minutes. Why don't I do it more often? I definitely, because I am someone who does have time, and perhaps it's that sense of energy that is frustrating me. And I think it's quite common for us to overestimate how much time or effort or frustration a particular task is going to give us. And that's okay, and that's normal, and that's natural in a way. So we as humans are used to problem solving, we're used to planning ahead, we're used to considering worst case kind of scenarios as well. That's part of what we do and what makes us human. However, if it's getting in our way, thinking about how long things actually take you, particularly if you're someone who feels that you don't have time to do things. I did do a kind of experiment back in August where I made a cup of tea, and while the kettle was boiling, I did an entire load of washing up, began soaking the next dishes for the next lot, and I took all the clothes off the airer and folded them up, ready to be put away. And then came back upstairs with my tea and the folded up clothes, and the entire process took me 5 minutes. So, I mean, how often do we spend longer feeling frustrated, fretting, procrastinating at a task than it would actually have taken to complete it? So I can tell you I definitely spend more than 5 minutes a day getting frustrated with the fact that I don't feel like I can do the washing up. Whereas if I just spent those 5 minutes doing the washing up, all my problems on that particular task would be solved. So that was just something I wanted to share today as a bit of a tip and think about in your own life. So for some people, this won't apply. But for a lot of us, I know that I'm not alone in that sense of if it's something you particularly don't want to do anyway, and you are in the habit of not questioning your thoughts around it, it can feel stressful to think about, it can be annoying, and at the end of the day, it can be all for nothing in that sense that I still need to wash up every day, or I still need to do the washing up, otherwise we will run out of clean plates and things to use. So why do I put myself through feeling frustrated for 10 plus minutes every day that the washing up's still there, and then also still not do anything about it when it would take me 5 minutes to do? And I say that just as a human being. I think there are lots of things in our lives that we all, to some degree, probably have that experience where there's something we don't want to do, and we spend more time putting it off, procrastinating, thinking up reasons, than if we'd just done it. If you've got something that is specifically your thing that you procrastinate on, that you come up with excuses on, I'd love to hear about it. If you click the link in the show notes, it'll take you to reinvention.com/podcast, and there you can share in the comments kind of what you think, what works for you. And I'd just love to know, particularly if you've got any tips for washing up, because I do really dislike washing up. So I would love any tips around getting through that resistance and that kind of I don't wanna feeling. If you're not a cat owner, I don't even know if the microphone picked that up because it was behind the microphone, but Smoke just jumped down because he was going to pounce on his sister, and she literally just turned, looked at him and hissed in his face. It was quite funny. So yeah, the next time you are coming up with excuses for things you don't want to do, just imagine Ember hissing in your face and get on with it. But yeah, it's okay to feel that resistance. It's normal, it's natural, it's human for us to have the I don't want us. I definitely don't want anyone to feel ashamed of having that feeling. That's why I'm so openly talking about mine being washing up, and the fact that I know all the things I know and I still do it. But I guess it's just that thinking about the options of if it's actually having an impact on your life not doing this thing, can we actually do it once? Because you're going to have to do it eventually, so do it once, but time how you do it. And I often time it by putting on my music and most songs are 3 minutes, and then I just see what the song was. So I'm not saying sit there with a timer and like race. Put some music on, or go down at 3 o'clock and then see what time it is when you come back up. So these timings are not to the second. They're not experimentally sound. They are just me going, oh, I went down at 3 o'clock because that's when the TV program finished, and it's now 3:10. This is something that I put off multiple times a week, and probably spend more than 10 minutes like staring at it going, oh, I really don't want to do that. So yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts. Do go down to the show notes and leave a comment, particularly if you've got any tips on washing up. I definitely want to hear them. And otherwise, I hope you have a good week. I'm aware it's a bit of a transitionary day in the US. I'm recording this before any results, but yeah, I hope that everyone feels safe and healthy and happy. And I will see you next week. Bye.
Thanks for listening, and as always, you can find out more at rootedreinvention.com. Take care, remember you are more capable than you often realise, and I'll see you next time. Bye!